What's up, guys? I'm going to go over my survival knife of choice. This is in conjunction with, of course, my get home bag. It is, of course, no other than the Gerber LMF II. It is the partially serrated version. Ugh, I'm tired. As you can see there, Gerber LMF. It comes in at a actually it doesn't weigh that much. It's 11.39 ounces, which there we are, which is not that bad considering. It does have holes for attaching it to a spear, like a stick, a shaft, whatever, to make it a spear. Let's go over the sheath real quick. The sheath comes with a sharpener that is basically built into it. As you can see right there, you basically just undo that, move that out of the way, then you sharpen your blade like so. It also has multiple different ways of fastening. When it's inside the sheath, you have the just basic pressure, friction type of hold where it kind of locks in around. You can see the design of how that works. Basically, you have this low area that kind of goes right in there, and then you have the two buckles. Now, why does it have so much? Well, this is designed and was designed to be a survival knife for a downed Air Force pilot. That's exactly what it was designed for. It has been used. I believe there was a sniper team, and this is one of the more well-known instances in which this knife was used. There was a sniper team that had a knife like this, and they were able to, I guess, hiding in a building, and the enemy came and ended up turning on the power to the building from some generator, and their area was all lit up. So one of the snipers took this not this specific knife, but the Gerber LMF, and he took it and he was able to cut through the 2.5 inch, whatever it was, electrical wiring that had the lights running, and basically killed the lights in his area and saved his teammate by doing so, because the bad guys were sweeping, and from what I understand, once the lights were out, they stopped sweeping the area. That is a true story. The Gerber actually has the knife now on display. It's got the electrical burns on it, where the blade was kind of like melted from the electrical. But in the way the handle is designed, and is how they were able to survive from the electricity, I should say. Basically, this grip is isolated from basically any current going through it. So it keeps you from getting shocked if you are cutting through electrical or anything like that. Now, that being said, if you're not paying attention and you do it like that or something like that, you're going to get shocked. Would I do it? No, I don't suggest to do it. And I believe, if I am correct, this actually is not 100%. It doesn't go all the way through. So it actually does have a little area where it stops, and it's rubber mounted or something like that, I believe. I don't think it's a full tang. If I remember correctly, that's one of the other things that I believe they said that kept them from getting electrocuted. And that's part of the design. A lot of people would be like, I don't like that. Now, this isn't going to be some big, giant Bowie knife, and you're not going to be able to split a 10-inch log with this. But it is an all-around survival knife, It has a basic hammer end right here, which can be used for hammering. It has, they call this a plexiglass pommel. Okay. I believe that's because maybe the canopy for a helicopter or a plane is plexiglass. So they call it it's rigid enough to shatter plexiglass. Okay. Obviously, you could do regular glass too. What else? It comes with these two straps. So you can do a drop leg. It could be mounted drop leg. It comes with the molly attachment, so it could be molly attached, drop leg attached. This can even be taken off, this whole thing, and you can use your paracord to attach that separately. Let's measure it. Got the tape measure here. Yep, 8 inches. Now let's measure the knife. The knife is roughly 10 5/8. Let's bring that from that very tip. Yeah, roughly 10 5/8 from tip to tip. The blade itself is 4 looks like 7/8. The handle is roughly 4 5/8 from rubber to rubber. And then your pommel area is basically 1 1/8. The width of the blade, let's start, okay, the width of the blade is roughly, oh, geez, 3/8. No, it's not 3/8. A little bit over 1/8. Yeah, about 1/16 over 1/8. What does that call it? 16th over 1/8. All right, it's too late. It's like, what is it, 12 o'clock? It's too late to be thinking of math. All right, and just in case somebody else wants to know, about 1 1/4 inch. 1 1/4 all the way across. This is a modified drop point. Has a nice belly right here that comes down. The serrations are okay. I find the serrations are what stay the sharpest on this knife. I've had issues, and in fact, I don't know if you could really see it, but there is a little curling of the blade. I've had issues with this blade staying sharp. I know a lot of people love it, but I really didn't put it through that much abuse. Just regular shaving wood down and stuff like that. Maybe cutting up little sticks, and I'm having real bad issues with this. This tip is very jagged and everything like that. I'm gonna have to most likely either spend some time with it, really sharpening the crap out of it, or I'm gonna have to send it to a place that could really do a good job. This knife is made in America. It's made in Portland, Oregon. I think it's right there, Portland, Oregon, USA. I believe that's where it's made. Let me. I don't. There's nothing on the web about it. Once again, the weight is 11.39 ounces, which to me is pretty good. Not too heavy, not too light. How's it treated me? Very good. What I really like about it is the versatile mounting options that you have with it. The drop leg, I put this on my backpack. I run it right along the sleeping bag, and the 2 straps for the sleeping bag go right through here. It also, I mean, there's just a lot of options. And the ability to be something that I could use to cut through something electrical really interests me for a survival knife in a bug out situation, because you never know. I mean, you don't know what you're coming across. I don't know if I'd want to use a knife where I could get electrocuted if I cut something electrical or anything like that. Then the ability to be turned into a spear quite easily is also nice too. It's got the hammer, which I really find interesting too. But I mean, I can't really say that I've ever successfully used the hammer for anything. That's basically it, guys. It's the Gerber LMF. It is a little expensive. You can get them basically, I think, for anywhere from, like, I've seen them from $85 or $115, depending on the exact model you get. My buddy Joe just got his in the Desert Tan, or whatever, but I think they might call it flat dark earth, desert tan, whatever. It looks really good in that color. I mean, I was like, ooh, I might have to buy that again. It comes in a non-serrated and serrated. I would always suggest for a survival knife, for a survival knife that you're going to be relying with your life and everything like that, go with the serrated edge, just because it helps, because that will stay sharper. That will stay sharp longer, and you never know when you need that extra little bit of sharpness. Then, I mean, I know there is the issue where you can't really sharpen it in the field then, but they do sell little tools where you could possibly sharpen it. It's personal. It's just something, I mean, I don't know. I could see both points of the, both sides of the fence there, going with the straight edge where you could easily sharpen it in the field, and going with the serrated where, I don't know. I could be wrong. Alright guys, that's it. Have a good one. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's not, I'm not too crazy with information here, and I'm kind of redoing all the videos. This is one of the first videos I ever made, was this Gerber LMF. But that video is gone, so I figured I'd just do a follow-up. I've used it quite extensively. I can't say that it's really taken any abuse. The finish on it seems fine. Granted, I have not used it in the last 6 months just because of work and everything like that. My job is very hectic. But I plan on breaking it back out. How does it compare to a Becker BK2? I don't know. I plan on getting a Becker BK2 shortly. The Becker BK2 is like a $50 knife, from what I understand, that everybody loves. Would I choose for my get-home bag a Becker BK2 or this? I think I'll always stick with this just because of the versatility that this has with the hammer. And what I really like is the ability, the isolated handle, that basically, like I said, you never know when you might have to cut something electrical, and that to me is kind of key in a get-home situation. While it might not be so key if the world were to go to shit and you were bugging out finally, because there might not even be any electrical, it is key for the getting home part where there possibly is still electrical in the the world and everything like that. But I mean, it's all personal choice, guys. This is something that I chose. I like. I enjoy it. It's up to you if you want to get this particular knife. I mean, I don't want to tell you that this is the survival knife to go with, and you find something better, because you might like the Becker BK2 better for your your package. It all depends on what your mission statement is. What your final destination is, what your final mission is, what you plan on doing, what you think you might have to do. It just comes down to a lot of different things. Alright, guys. Have a good one.